Hi, yeah, we're here at the Riot stand at Gamescom, and we're here with Paul.
Paul Bellezza. I'm an associate producer at Riot, and I oversee champion development for League of Legends.
Nice. And you're going to be showing us how many champions today?
We're showing you 2 new champions. One of them is Rengar, the Pridestalker. He's a new jungler, melee DPS champion, and we also have Syndra, the Dark Sovereign, who is a new mage who uses kind of a Syndra, the Dark Sovereign, and she uses kind of a dark energy and force and gravity type of ability surrounding that.
Right. Okay, yeah, and we're going to be able to ask you a couple of questions as well.
Absolutely.
About the game and where it's going, especially the esports angle, which I know you guys are pushing. Yeah,
we can talk about that. So you guys want to do champions first and then questions later, or you want to do questions first, champions after?
Yeah, let's do the champions first. We'll do champions first. Yeah.
So the first champion we got up here is Rengar. As you can see, he is a lion man of death and glory with vicious claws and augmented weapons to kill you with. So we're going to load him up right now in a custom game with some bots, just so I can run you through the basic abilities. While I'm doing that, I'll talk a little bit about his origin story, just so we can have some flavor to his step. With every champion we make, we really start from any of 3 places, right? A design idea, a story idea, or art idea. And really the 3 of those things need to come together to make a cohesive champion. In Rengar's case, we wanted to make a hunter, a beastly hunter. And so one of our concept artists got to work on it and came up with one of the first sketches for Rengar. Just the posed lion beast man holding these kind of cool sword weapons. And we all got really excited and decided to flesh that out some more. And then as we started to work on a kit direction, a story began to emerge. And so the story of Rengar is this. He comes from this tribe of these beast warriors, and he was abandoned by his tribe. He was adopted by some human hunters, and he was trained to be a hunter. And he's turned out to be one of the best hunters in all of Valorant. And he takes pride in taking down the best of prey in the world. And one day he meets a creature in the wild, and he doesn't know or recognize what it is. So he decides, of course, to attack it and kill it because he's a hunter and he is not afraid of anything. He ends up fighting near death with this creature, and it takes his eye. So as you can see, I'm zooming in right now, he only has one eye, his eye patch. So his motivation right now is to hunt bigger prey and to kill this creature that he fought with. He wants...
Is this creature Warwick?
No, the creature's not Warwick. Warwick actually is a human who became a werewolf through some experiments gone wrong. Oh no, actually Soraka cursed him. So this guy, he just fought something that he'd never seen before, and now he wants to take its head and put it on his his fireplace back home. So obviously he's motivated by peaceful things, right? That said, his thematic is that of the ultimate hunter. This is a man, this is a lion man who
Not just a man.
Not just a man.
A lion.
His internal name was Lion Bro for a long time before we came up with
why
this.
Why did you change it? That would have been amazing.
I personally love Lion Bro. Lion Bro or Lion Dude.
Yeah.
As you know. But so the Rengar player, he or she is gonna want to stay in the jungle, and that's where he's born to like dominate. So right now his passive is active, and at any time if Rengar is in brush, you see this circle around him. He's actually able to leap at any enemy from this circle. So say a champion wanders in here, if you auto attack him, he will automatically leap towards that champion. So when the blue buff minion comes up, I'll show you that in action. So I'm gonna take care of one of these young lizards, and I'm gonna back up a little bit so you can kind of see the range of this. All right, here we go. So he's great for just sneaking up on people in the jungle, which is, it really gives you a choice. Do I wait? Do I wait until they come into position and take them down? So really this kind of feeling of I'm a hunter, I am stalking and waiting for my prey. So that's his passion. So let's get into his abilities. So if you notice down here, Rengar has a new resource system. We call this ferocity. It's kind of a combo point system. The more Rengar attacks and uses his ability, it builds up these combo points. When he gets to his filled state, which is 5 out of 5 points, his abilities gain a secondary function to them. So his Q is an on next hit effect. He does extra damage, and he's able to have a little bit of attack speed. When you when you're doing when you have his you have all 5 ferocity points up and you use it, the attack is increased and you get extra attack speed from doing it. So really, he attacks you and hurts you real fast. So that's what his Q does. His W is a roar, where basically it scales off a little bit of AP and it does a little bit of damage around you and grants you a little armor and magic resistance. If you are at 5 out of 5 ferocity points, it heals you a little bit, so that gives him some good sustain. His E are some bolas. Now he throws these bolas at you and it's going to slow down an opponent. However, if your ferocity is high, it'll slow you, and if you continue to move, it'll slow you more and do a root, right? So it kind of goes with the theme of, if you get thrown with a bola and you keep running, it's going to trip you up even worse, and that's kind of the theme there. Now his ultimate, let's farm a little bit so I can just show you what that is before I spoil it. But when you are in his ultimate form, he gathers ferocity even faster, and he's able to execute his abilities quicker. Well, it's going to take me a while to farm up to this point, so I'll just describe it. So Rengar stealth for a short stealth for a while, and what he's able to then do is sense any enemy champions that are nearby. This gives you, and I believe it gives your opponents, vision of enemies in a good range around him. And what's cool is the screen goes red in this kind of hunter effect, and he can see people's heartbeats. So he's kind of listening in to and smelling in so you can kill them. So the feeling that we want people to get when they're playing Rengar is this guy is pretty strong, right? You're going to level him up. He's going to do a lot of damage. He'll be able to sneak up on you. And the feeling I want people to have is, holy shit, they just picked Rengar. Better get this place warded. Better get where my stun's at. I want to make sure, that I'm not caught off guard with this guy, because he's a lethal combination of speed, damage, and truly is a badass hunter. So we're really, really excited about him. He will be our next champion. So we just released Diana a little while ago. He's our next champion. And then after I show you the ultimate, I'll show you Syndra, the Dark Sovereign, and she's going to be the champion after him.
Okay, cool.
What kind of visual representation is there of his 5 mechanic? Is it something that spins around you like Kennan's lightning balls?
That's a great question. Let's find out when I get up to 5 right now. We were doing some iteration before this, so I'm curious to see what the latest iteration is. I don't think it's floating part of it. I just want this lion to give me his... Oh, there we go. There's his ultimate. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go sneak up on Soraka because I hate Soraka, and I'm going to kill her because she's annoying.
Of course, Soraka.
I'm just kidding. Actually, Soraka is one of my favorite supports to play. I also really like Lulu. I really enjoy playing Lulu. She's just so much fun. It's nothing like having a battle cast Cho'Gath on your team who's super huge and then casting Lulu's ultimate. Okay, so I'm going to hide in the bush here. You can see that. Soraka, I have this ability, Soraka. Let's run away from her so we can get the full effect. All right, pop my ultimate. You're going to see... my... Wait, come on. All right. There we go. So you can see she's over here. Don't have quite vision of her. Pop my ultimate. I go stealth. And you can see that she has like kind of a heartbeat effect. And now I can... My leap is activated at any time. I've just activated my Q, did extra damage. I'm going to slow her down. It's even...
That OP heal.
That OP heal, indeed. Oh my god. Run away from the unicorn lady. I'm just a lion. Anywho, so you can see, and when his ultimate is up and he stealths, he's able to do that leap from anywhere around him. His abilities get charged up. So when I did his Q effect, it's actually an extra gush of particles. For his W, if I used his W in that form, get a small little heal, and his E, you actually see the bullets kind of extend out a little farther. So there's a little bit of visual representation for each of the additional effects to all of it.
And ordinarily, that would have been enough contribution for your lane part, the laners in there to assist
absolutely.
in the gank as well.
I mean, you saw how fast I bursted her down, and like if my lane partners were there, it would have been a done deal. So, fear the lion in the jungle is what's going on with him.
Awesome. So if I were to play against him, what would I be looking for? What would I be trying to prevent, apart from wards?
Apart from wards, obviously. I think what you're going to want to do is, you don't want him to build his combo meter, but most likely, if he's playing smart, he's going to have that built anyway. So you might want to just wait for him to be in his, have those wards out. So if you see him stalking around in his ultimate form, you can shut him down before he's able to really execute his abilities. You know, when in doubt, stun. That's how I like to play. But yeah, I mean, he definitely can be countered with some good teamwork. And you know, if he's built tanky, he can be hard to take down. But you know, traditional strategy is going to play there. So. Yeah. But,
yeah, he looks awesome.
Cool, very cool.
So when's he being released again?
So he's our next champion release. I don't want to give the date yet because, as anything, you know, if we find some needs for extra polish or balance, we'll take time. Oh shoot, I didn't show you this. He actually has a custom item that he can purchase in the store, and I apologize for not mentioning this, but it's called where is it?
Is that like Victor's stuff?
It's kind of like Victor's augments, but this is the Bone Tooth necklace, and it's an optional item that you can buy, and it gives you some awesome stat upgrades for the more kills you have. So if you go on a killing spree with Rengar, you're gonna get added kind of attack speed and movement speed, depending on how much you do. Really kind of feeding into the fact that he's collecting a piece of everyone he kills and getting stronger from that. So that's something new for him. That's coming out with him that we're excited, but only he can purchase that item. So, and you don't have to. It's up to you to choose if you want to use that specifically.
But he's a great kind of snowbally, pub stomping, ownage champ. All right, cool.
Like I said, that's why we're doing a lot of testing to make sure that he releases as delicately as we can.
Yeah.
You know, and we have a live balance team. So the champion team is its own entity. We make champions from end to end. We actually work very closely with the live balance team. Full team, all they do is work on live balance for League of Legends. So they're playing all the content that we're working on. They're also in charge of remaking older champions, right? So, you know, the recent Twitch and Eve and Xin Zhao and Katarina reworks that have gone out, that was done by that team in conjunction with, you know, some of the artists on Champion and Skins team to do that. So we all work together. So in essence, like, once the champion is in a place where we feel it's really fun, we partner the champion designer with a live designer, and they're kind of responsible for watching and measuring, you know, how they're doing in daily play tests and things like that. Really important to make sure it feels right. We don't want to have what we had with Xin Zhao many years ago, which was earlier times.